Hello queens. I'm back at y'all with another client tutorial, and today I'm showing y'all how I created this halo glitter eyeshadow, and we're jumping straight into the video. I'm starting it off by cleaning my client's face. Now that her face is all clean, we're just gonna go ahead and do her eyebrows. So to outline her brows, I'm gonna be using my Nicka K brow pencil, and this one is in the shade Black. Now that both brows have been outlined, I'm going to start filling them in. To fill in the back of my client's eyebrows, I used the shade Black, and once I made my way to the front, I went ahead and switched my pencils out. For the front of her brows, I like to go in with the shade Black Brown because it's lighter and it's easier to fade. Now I'm just going in with my Kiss I.envy eyelash glue, and I'm using this to lay her brow hairs down in place. To clean up her eyebrows, I'm going to be going in with these two Nicka K concealers, and first I'm taking the shade 07 and I'm using it to clean up underneath her arch. Now I'm just going in with the shade number 12, and I'm going to use it to clean up the remainder of the way on the top and the bottom of my client's eyebrow. And as y'all can see, we have one nice clean eyebrow. I'm gonna go ahead and finish blending out this concealer. Make sure if you extend the front of your client's brows like I do, that you blend in between the brows as well, just so your clients don't have a unibrow. But I'm gonna repeat that process on this other brow so it can be nice and clean. Now that I'm finished cleaning up the brows, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade White, and I'm going to be using this as my eyeshadow base. So this next step is optional. You don't have to do it whatsoever, but it is something that I like to do, especially when my clients have lighter hair like this one in particular. I'm taking some of my translucent powder from Dermablend and I'm applying this to the brows just to lighten them up. I mainly like to focus it on the front, and I'm also going to use it to set some of the concealer in place. When you use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, you do not have to set it in place with this powder. That is something I accidentally did. I was just in the zone and I ended up applying the powder to it. This concealer is already very drying, so when you apply powder on top of it, it makes it too dry. So make sure that you don't do that. But as I said, I had already did it to one eye, so I decided to just do it to the other. And now we're getting into the eyeshadow. I'm starting off with this purple eyeshadow. This comes from my Juvias Place Zulu palette, and I'm going to be using this as my first shade. I'm going to try to get it as dark as possible, so I'm making sure that I really press this on the base. If you've dealt with purple eyeshadows, then you know most purple eyeshadows are very patchy and they are very hard to blend out, but the Juvias Place eyeshadow, the purple one in particular, is the best purple eyeshadow I've ever worked with. However, it was applying patchy in this video just because I accidentally applied that powder on top of my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Now I'm going in with my second shade, which was actually hot pink, and it came from my Morphe 35B palette. As you can see, it's applying kind of patchy as well just because I set my concealer. Y'all, please do not set the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. If you do, your eyeshadows won't apply smooth and they won't apply pigmented. As y'all are gonna see, I had to keep going back and forth between my purple and my pink just to make sure that you could really see them. But we are gonna turn this look around, okay? This is one of those trust the process type of looks. It may look a little rough right now, but that's okay because we're gonna get it together. To cut out the halo portion of her eye, I'm going in with this P. Louise base, and I mixed it with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade White just to lighten it up a little bit. Going back in with that dark purple shade, and I'm using it to blend out the edges of her halo. I'm taking this lilac shade from my Morphe 35B palette, and I'm using it to set the center of her halo. Now I'm going in with these two glitters, and you should be able to find them both at your local beauty supply store. I went ahead and applied my adhesive off camera, and now I'm just pressing the glitters in the center of her halo. These are going to be my base glitters. Now I'm going in with this chunky glitter, and I ordered this from AliExpress about 4 or 5 years ago, so unfortunately I don't know the name and I don't have a link, but I'm applying this to the very center of her eye to add a little bit more texture to this eyeshadow. And now we're moving on to the crystals. I went in with 3 different types of crystals, y'all. I use crystals, pearls, and we're just about to get into it. So first I applied a pink crystal to her eye, but the color isn't really even picking up on camera. Then I applied just a regular diamond, and then I applied a pearl, and I set them up in a random order. You can do this however you want, or you really don't have to do this step, but y'all know me, I'm pretty extra, so I wanted to glam up my look a little bit more. I went ahead and added crystals to the other eye off camera, and now we're just moving on to the face. I'm taking some of my Nicka K concealer in the shade number 10, and I'm using it to color correct around her mouth. Now I'm going in with my FitMe foundation in the shade Mocha, and I mixed it with a little bit of my FitMe foundation in the shade Java, and I'm just pressing this into her skin using my foundation brush. I'm highlighting her face using my Nicka K concealers in the shades 07 and 12. I'm going to blend that concealer out using the same brush that I used to blend out her foundation. Now I'm just going to go in and sculpt out her nose using my Juvias Place foundation stick in the shade Katsina. I like to use whatever excess concealer that I have on my brush to kind of clean up the center of the nose. Now I'm just going to go ahead and blend out the concealer underneath her eyes. To set the concealer in place, I'm going in with my Morphe loose powder in the shade Banana. Normally for my dark skin clients, I go in with the shade Rich Banana, but I didn't see it in my kit, so I'm just using the shade Banana. You can use either or. I'm going in with my Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Black Coffee, and I'm using this to bronze up her face. Now I'm going in with the shade Rich Mahogany, and I'm using this to set the remaining areas of her face. I'm going in with some black eyeshadow, and I'm using it to line her waterline. Now I'm taking that purple eyeshadow and I'm just applying it to her lower lash line. I'm going in with my foundation brush and I'm using it to pat in / dust away all of the powder. Now I'm just going to go in and set her face with some setting spray, and then we're going to move on to lashes. While her lashes are drying, I'm going to go in and highlight her face. Moving on to the lips, I lined her lips using my LA Colors dark brown eyebrow pencil, and y'all know I love doing me like an ombre lip. So for the center, I'm going in with my Nicka K lip gloss, and this is in the shade Mocha. You ready to see?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah, period. Yeah, can't wait to pop out.
Okay, queens, we've made it to the end of the video, and as y'all can tell by my client's reaction, this tutorial was another success. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure you stay tuned for my next one. Bye bye, queens.